there, Dr. Gary here on the road. We sell dental practices nationwide. We are dental practice brokers. I was a dentist for 25 years, now doing the dental practice brokerage for 16. We are now also CE certified to give continuing education credits accredited by the Academy of General Dentistry. So, today's topic is attention buyers of dental practices. Banks still have the money until they run out of it. Maybe now is the time to buy. We'll get into that. As you know, we have 10 employees now. We're in 25 states, and we're working, and including 2 CPA accounts, we're working 363 days a year, taking off Christmas and Easter. And that's, as dental brokers, you've got to do that. I mean, you've got to be on this business. Because we're in an ever-shifting climate. Deals come, they go. So, now's the time. Anyway, you can reach us at 201-663-0935. And our website is dentalpracticeguide.com or nationwide dentalpracticebrokers.com. So please give me a call and we can discuss everything. Everything you're about to hear now is for entertainment purposes. It's not legal or business advice. Now, those offices that are very large, over 1 million, 1.2, 1.3, 1.5, and are willing to stay for a little while, continue to work, you might have an opportunity now to let a DSO purchase it. Excuse the glasses. It's sunny here in New Jersey. I'm at the beach. So we could let a DSO purchase your practice and recruit them. They're going to pay higher than anybody. They'll often pay my commission. And it may work out well, but they do require you to stay on 3 to 5 years. They don't pay all the money up front. They hold it back. And a few of them have some trouble lately, admittedly, had trouble. But there's still some other ones that are pretty strong. So it's something you may want to consider. In addition, remember, and since they pay my commission, it works out great for you. Remember, any practice over $1 million that we represent, we reimburse the legal fees upon successful closing based on some criteria like using a well-qualified dental attorney. We've done that quite a bit, So let's move on now. Look, right now we're at the end of May, beginning of June. The Indian stock market had to stop trading. Japan stock market's in a little bit of trouble. We had a pretty big sell-off in the U.S. market just now. How long that's going to last and will turn around? Possibly, but who knows? Also, if you start doing research, private credit market and also private equity money is beginning to dry up. More difficult to acquire, meaning interest rates are going to be higher. So be aware of that. That can happen. That the banks at one point may stop lending or don't lend at 100% anymore. They lend out 100% of the final sale price if it's a reasonable price and the practice has the cash flow. That could end because that temporarily would happen during was it COVID or the 2008 downturn. It could happen. So my message to the buyers, you better just tack it up, get these practice under your belt, or guy, gal, whatever, get under your belt, get the practice going, moving, rolling. Dentistry will never die out. There'll always be a huge need for it. But you have got to get these things moving right now. All right, you've got to be in your own practice. Besides, when you're in your own practice, you save 25% of your income because of these various vehicles you could put the money into, and so forth. So, think about that. Now, I don't know how long this is. This a temporary thing that private credit money is getting tighter and tighter? It's on. There's research being done on it now. There's articles on it if you listen to the right people. And I think our stock market's artificially inflated. Frankly, I don't know how long it's going to last. What I'm saying is, get the practice under your belt. Buy it now. Lock in the interest. I think the interest is like 5.1, 5.2. Lock it in now. They can't take that away from you. You know, that's your money. That's your loan. 10 years. It's usually 5.1 and 10-year loan with no down payment. So get the practice, because if you think you're working for a DSO, and some of them are having trouble now, and don't forget the money they rely on is not as available as much with the DSOs. So they could be on shaky ground. A few of them are. You know, you think you got a lifetime employment, and all of a sudden you got the bankers taking them over. This happened to one of the large ones that was 300 offices that got taken back. And sure, they're consolidating offices, selling offices, and who says the next buyer is going to want to hire you? Get your own thing together, have complete control. Begin shifting towards more fee for service. You can't forget PPO, but you should start shifting. But private money is drying up. It may or may not affect the U.S. banks. I don't know. But right now, they're still loaning at 100% of the final sale price. And I think it's time that you should capitalize on it. Get the practice now. I'm not just trying to push it because we're busy enough. We have an abundance of buyers. I'm just trying to help you get something together. And I think now is the time, while the money is still available. Not only are you going to be buying a practice, you'll probably want to renovate a few things, and while that money's still available, I'm just suggesting, just move on this thing. Don't put this on the back burner. Don't just assume everything's fine when I need the money, it'll be there. Don't get too crazy about buying practice. Buy a practice that's established. You don't have to purchase too many more items. It's the goodwill you're buying anyway, but leasehold improvements are astronomical now. It's just crazy how expensive they are. And plumbing, off the charts. So I would suggest buy the practice that doesn't need too much renovation, but even if it does and it's grossing enough, it's not a problem. Again, we just got one in Monmouth County, I think, grossing about, I don't know what they're doing, $1 million. But the plans were a little bit heavily weighted on lower socioeconomic clientele, and most people don't want that Medicaid model. But whatever, there's some other great practices that came about also. And while the bank money is available, I just think you should grab it. Get your practice together and just make it happen. And you other people out there, the sellers should start thinking about selling. Take that money. It's going to be very valuable to have that cash on hand in the next few years. That's very valuable, what you could do with that cash. So I would get on that. All right, team, thank you for listening. It is beautiful down the shore. Sorry for the sunglasses, but it is sunny out. Looking good, looking sharp.